Hi guys, welcome back. It's LSP. It's currently the 4th of May 2021. Today I'm just going to be going over some analysis on USDC. So as you can see, I'm not really, guys. I'm sorry. I'm joking, obviously. We've just had the AMA. We've had some phenomenal news, that's come out of the AMA today. And I'm going to discuss obviously Swissborg. I'll go over to that now. But this has been some great news, and obviously we had some, reaction. Price popped a little bit. But what's important and what we should all be thankful for and really focus on is the fact that we have stabilized now in a new area. Okay, the 140 to 150, and it's extremely unlikely now that we're ever going to see these levels again. We're up here now, stabilize a little bit, maybe pull back a little bit. 125 downside is the absolute most that I would expect on any movement lower. But again, when we go over to the weekly chart, we can see this is not getting reversed, guys. This is a big move. This is a big, powerful upward momentum move. It's been there was a lot of accumulation down here on the weekly chart. All we see is just one steady move down, a bit of an accumulation there because we can see the reaction away from that point, and then some accumulation here. But then when we drop down to the lower time frames, we can see how that was accumulated, what it was doing, the turning point, how it shifted in flows, and we can see every little detail on the way back up. Yeah, and that's what's important. But when you look at this sort of bigger time frame weekly chart, it just gives you that good sense that we're going in the right direction. Obviously, all of the announcements that were made tonight, were very favorable. We've got community premium coming next week. We've got BTC, BNB yields coming, tomorrow, next day, whatever, very soon. I'm not sure about the BNB, but I know BTC, they said either tomorrow or the next day. As of this recording, it's the 4th of May, so we're looking around about the 5th or the 6th of May. We're going to have BTC yield as well. Community premium, they're pushing to get it out by the 12th of May, which is fantastic. And personally, if you don't have money to stake 2,000 CHSB tokens, sorry, I'm getting my letters the wrong way around. I would suggest you sell an organ, preferably a kidney, because you can live on one kidney. Yeah, you're going to need your arms and hands and legs, etc. I think the kidney is a good choice. Appendix, it has absolutely no use. I don't know if you could sell your appendix, but I'm in such a funny mood. But do your best to try and get 2,000 CHSB tokens staked for the community premium. It really is a no-brainer. The rewards and the utility that comes with having community premium is a no-brainer. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing but benefit that comes with that for such a small amount that's staked. And it's even worth getting into community premium at 2,000, even if it means taking everything out that you have, putting it into community premium, and then building on that, again. Yeah, so you can start to put your money into places where the yield is going to be much favorable for you going forward. It's worth taking a small little hit in terms of the yield that you may be getting with CHSB now, and making the benefit on that increased yield further down the line, because obviously with all the announcements that came today and the news that we could expect in the future, whether it's with in a powwow, whether it's in the next AMA, there's a lot going on, obviously, and this company's not going anywhere. They are game changers, guys. I've been saying this for months and months and months to people, and those who listen, great. Those who don't, I'm not saying they're idiots or anything silly like that, but it's important to seize an opportunity when you see it. And I've been investing for a long time. I've said this many times. You guys know me now. I post all the time. I'm always giving advice, and doing my best to, not just with trading advice or investment advice. And I don't mean telling you what to do, obviously just advice in general. But you know, I have a lot of life experience as well, just like people have helped me throughout life, and I can tell you this is an opportunity you do not want to miss. You know, so try, do whatever you need to do to just, obviously don't put yourself into poverty, but do whatever you need to do to try and get community premium if you don't already have some sort of premium, yeah, in this case Genesis. So there's not really much to say technically in terms of Swissborg and the way that the momentum is going. We know what's happening with this. Now we may have some stabilization. You can see on the 4 hour, not a lot really has changed. We had a spike here, obviously. This is not selling. I said this in the chat, and I just want to make this clear. Some people saw this pop and then obviously the reversal, and they're thinking, why are people selling? What's going on? It's not, they're not selling. Yeah, it's a lack of liquidity. If there was a true influx of people that were selling CHSB, okay, price would have been back down here, yeah, with the sheer volume that would have been hitting this, this token at that time, all right. Between 110 and 120, this area down here, the spot, that's where it would have gone. But it simply hasn't. It stabilized up here. This little pop was irrelevant. It was expected, obviously. And then again, if you was to remove this wick and just leave this candle, it's just a normal healthy pullback. Yeah, and I used to do that. Just as a quick side note, I used to get rid of all the wicks. I used to change the color of the wicks on the platform that I used to use, just so I could see the bodies of the candles only, because some of the stocks that I used to trade were so insane and very whippy. That when you used to get inherent price action, you used to get tails that are all over the place. These wicks were, they were just so absurd, and it would skew the chart, similar to what we see on. Similar to what we see on Utrust. I believe it is Utrust on the weekly. Yeah, similar to this. So I just used to remove the wicks, and you can see if I do this now, the chart goes back to what it should look like. But over here, is where we want it. But anyway, I digress. The point is, everything's looking great for CHSB. Everything's looking great for Swissborg as a company. Fundamentally, it's great, and I think we just all hop on the boat and just go for a ride. So yeah, I'll leave it at that, guys. Sorry for the antics in the video. I just felt like doing something a bit light today. And I will catch up with you guys in the chat as normal. We do have the Smart Talk this week, obviously, so make sure you're around for that. And I will catch up with you guys at some point. Chat, Smart Talk, another video. I'll be around. Alright guys, take care, and I'll speak to you soon.